So if you guys been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know that I have been getting back into doing photography. It's what I started off doing. Never really wanted to go that route. It was always just kind of a stepping stone to the videography space. But I started doing photography and then quickly fell out of love with it. I used to take film photos. I liked that, but when I started getting into this digital stuff and in the studio, I kind of felt just, I kind of fell out of love with it. But recently, I started getting back into it. I started taking more film pictures, bought a couple of cameras that just made it easy to take pictures, and I started to find my love for it. And in doing so, of course, people started wanting portrait sessions and graduation pictures and all that stuff again. So I said I wanted to go buy a camera. Now, you guys know me. I wasn't about to go out and spend a bunch of money on a camera. That's just not what I do. I look for things that are functional and that will do the job that I need them to do. So I hopped on Facebook Marketplace and I found a Canon 5D Mark III. Now, I am not a native Canon shooter, so I didn't know a whole lot about the camera. So I started to look it up, and everything that I saw was great. So I said, why not? So I hit the person up, we met, and ironically, it turned out to be the same guy that I bought my Canon RP from. Go figure. But I got the camera, and I immediately realized one thing. This thing is heavy. I mean, it is ridiculously just big, heavy. It is a full-fledged, full-frame DSLR, and you can feel it. Put my Tokina 11-16 on it, snapped a few pics, and pics look great, but man, that's a heavy camera. I don't know all the specs on the camera. You guys know I'm not a big specky type guy. I'll put some specs over here somewhere so you guys can know. But just real world performance of this camera is awesome. This thing takes spectacular pictures. I really felt good using it, even though it's heavy. I think because I started off in that realm of DSLRs, having that heavier body in my hand really felt good. And I wish I had the camera here to show it to you, but unfortunately, I left it at my fiance's house and the show must go on. So I went ahead and made this video, but I'm sure you guys know what it looked like. If not, you can Google it. I may throw some pictures of it up, but man, this thing is phenomenal. And I only paid $225 for it. And the only thing that's wrong with it is the little joystick on it is missing. Now, it's not that big of a problem for me. I think really the main thing you use the joystick for is to move the focus points. I could be wrong, but that seems to be about the only thing that I kind of have trouble doing. But the thing has such good autofocus that I really haven't had any issues with it. I've done portraits, I've taken some landscapes with it, and it's just a phenomenal all-around camera. I mean, this thing does everything. Now, the one thing that I saw about the camera was that everybody just dogged the video capabilities of it. It's not up to par. It doesn't shoot good videos. Well, me being a videographer, I said, you know what? I'm gonna put that to the test. So I went and I shot a little video with it, did a few things, and honestly, guys, even without the third-party Magic Lantern software installed on it, the video quality really was not bad. It shoots in 1080p. I believe in 1080 it may go up to 30 frames a second. I could be wrong, but I know it shoots 1080 24. Man, you know, again, and I talk about it on this channel a lot, you have to use the tools that are at your disposal and do your best to make them look as good as possible. Now, of course, this camera, I did not get it for video. It won't be the first camera or the second camera that I'll grab for video. But if I'm out taking some pictures with it and I see something that I want to grab a quick video, I don't think I'll have any problems switching it over and taking some quick video with this camera. I mean, it'll do the job, it'll get it done. Now, of course, the camera is, what, 11, 12 years old now. So, you know, the screen on the back doesn't move. It's not the best screen in the world. But again, for what I need it for, it's perfect. It's working out great for me. I've done professional paid work with it. I use it for recreation, so it's all I need. If you guys are looking for a photography camera that will take great pictures, I mean, I believe they called this camera the ultimate wedding photography camera, or the best wedding photography, something along those lines. But if you guys are looking for a great camera that takes great pictures, that you can find very cheap used online now, I would highly suggest this 5D Mark III. I mean, it is wonderful. I have seen some reviews where people said actually the 5D Mark II may be a little sharper. I don't know. I haven't used that camera, so I couldn't tell you. All I know is that the 5D Mark III is definitely a great choice. So if you guys have one, or if you've used one, let me know in the comments your experiences with it, any things I need to know as far as settings, as I've only had the camera now about a month, maybe a little less than a month, so I'm still getting the ins and outs of it and just learning all the settings and making sure everything is perfect on it. But let me know in the comments your experience. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.